Good morning, students. Welcome to social class. Today, I'm going to start next lesson in your class 9, that is democratic and nationalist movement. So 11th lesson in your lesson. Actually, from class 9th onwards, you have that paper 1 and also the paper 2 in your 9th class. Then come to the first one. What is this lesson and how this lesson, what are the points was going to discuss in this lesson? So there are some different type of governments can found in every country. In the world, we have some different forms of government. So based upon convenience between that one country to other country, so they like to follow the system whichever they like that. Some countries they like to follow democracy. Sometimes some countries they like to follow monarchy, and some countries they like to follow aristocracy system also. First of all, we have to know that what are the systems we have that and how these systems can be found, and I will explain some different type of revolutions. Today I'm going to cover English Revolution, or else called as Bloodless Revolution, or else Glorious Revolution. Along with that, I'm going to cover one more topic, that is American Revolution. So first one, we should be know that what is meant by revolution. Revolution means sudden change. Everyone want a change. The change in some time, I want one type of change. You also want the change. A revolution means a change, a sudden change is called as a revolution. And before of that, I'm going to start the introduction of this lesson. There are some different forms of government. One form is called as democracy, one is monarchy, and one is aristocracy. So I give you the differences between the different forms of government. One is democracy, one is monarchy, one is called aristocracy. So what are some different form of government? The first one is called as democracy, second one is called as monarchy, third one is called as aristocracy. So the power comes under one member control. The complete country's power comes under one member control, and that is called as monarchy. Take an example in the region of India. Our country is not ruled by one person, it is ruled by a lot of members. Similarly, if a country is ruled by one person, it is called as monarchy. Nowadays, no country is following the system is called as monarchy system. Aristocracy. A power comes under few members control. It is not for all the members. A power comes under a few members control. It is called as aristocracy. So first, monarchy is one member control. Aristocracy means more than one. That you can say that few members control, either 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also, and 7 also. Once upon a time, the countries and the states of Greece, they are following that aristocracy only, because the first country which they are selected democracy, and in that country they are following that aristocracy. Aristocracy means a power comes under a few members control is called as aristocracy. Now democracy. A power comes under all members control. All members. So what is meant by all members? Take an example in the region of India. In our India, we have that 1.2 billions, 121 millions and 121 crores of people are staying in the region of India according to the 2011 census. So all the people, they have a power in the region of democracy. So present days, almost all the countries, they selected and they elected a system is called as democracy. India is also following the system name is called as democracy. So democracy means a power is comes under all members control. How it is? You see that? I'll explain that. In the modern days, so modern means we are in modern days. In the modern days, no person can treat that other persons very badly. No one is having a right to treat very badly. Everyone, they have a power. So how the power it is? Actually, in the region of democracy, every person, they have a chance to elect that new member. So through the elections, even we are electing that prime minister, even that indirectly we are electing that president, and also we all are electing that MLAs and MPs. So it means the people only, they have a power, they have the weapon. The weapon is through the elections, we are giving our valuable vote to a particular person, those who are suitable for the post. So for example, we doesn't like him and he is not doing properly. What we will do that? We are doing and we are waiting for some period of time, because in the region of India, for every 5 years, we are electing that one member. So after the 5 years, if you like, you'll go for that fellow. Otherwise, if it doesn't like, we'll change to the other members also. So that is for, available in the region of democracy. So countries, present days, in the region of India, otherwise in the other country, we are not at all giving chance for king system. So once upon a time, India is ruled by kings. Take an example. We have the rulers like Aurangzeb and Akbar and Babur, even Alauddin Khilji, Ibrahim Lodi, even Ashoka, even that Gautamiputra Shatakarni. Lot of famous, even Shatavahanas, Mauryas, Magadhas, almost lot of rulers, they rule our India. So before of 1947, India comes under either foreigners control or the India comes under king's control. If a country comes under king's control, they have the power, and the king means the people, they will not elect the king. King comes after the death of his son. Next member will come to the power. That you can say that hereditary basis. Hereditary basis means in Telugu you can say that Vamsha Paramparanga. After their generations only, they will rule the country. So that system is available in the region of king system. So in the region of king system, we cannot say that equality can found it. Maybe we cannot say that there is no equality, inequality between one person to other person, because people is not at all going to get a chance to elect the member, and everything comes under the control of king only. And also that the society is also divided based upon the caste, religion, and also they will behave whatever they like that. So once upon a time, before of democracy, everything comes under the control of either monarchy, otherwise a kingship, and a king can act whatever he likes that. So there is no inequality between one person to other person. You see the first one, what happened in the region of England. First, before of 18th, 17th century, first I will write, then I will ask. England comes under the control of Tudor dynasty, and this Tudor dynasty should be follow the advices of a pope. The pope is the head of Roman Catholic Church. And also they have one more thing is called as parliament. try to understand that what is the problem and how the England came out with the problem and how the revolution got success. That is all the things I'm going to be explained. The first one, you can say that English Revolution, otherwise called as Glorious Revolution. In 17th century, the England is ruled by the Tudor dynasty. Who ruled that England? Tudor dynasty. So that is a dynasty name. And also the Tudor dynasty is a kings, they are following the king system, and the Pope is the head of the Roman Catholic Church, and the king, they have to follow the advices from the Pope, because Pope is the religious head, because in the region of Europe almost all the countries they are following the Christianity, and we know that head of all the Christianity and all the churches goes to that Pope. The Roman Catholic Church head is called as Pope, and the Pope is always involving in the issue of Tudor dynasty, that's involving in the issue of king system also. And one more thing is the parliament is also involving in the matters of the Tudor dynasty. But Tudor dynasty, it doesn't like to follow the Roman Catholic advices that is given by Pope, and also they don't want to follow the advices given by the parliament, because parliament, one more thing is, what is the parliament work in the region of country? If they want to make new taxes, because if the king wants to increase the tax, they have to take the support of the parliament. With the parliament only, by passing the bill in the region of parliament only, they can impose the tax, otherwise they cannot increase the taxes. So that's the problem. So the reason, the problem between the kings of Tudor dynasties with the parliament and also the Pope, they doesn't like to follow the instructions of the Pope and also the parliament. Finally, in 1603, that James I, otherwise first James I, was replaced with the name is called as the last queen of Tudor dynasty. In 1603, James I was succeeded instead of Tudor dynasty's last queen was died. After death of the Tudor dynasty, then the person, the king, his name is called as James I, was replaced. And James I believes that the kingship is a divine right. Divine right means the power of a king is given by the God. So the reason they are the special people, they doesn't like to follow that advices of the parliament and also that advices of the Pope also. So without, when he came to the power in 1603, he cancelled that. He cancelled the parliament. Without parliament, he ruled the country. Then afterwards, in 1640, he required that money because of lot of wars. He was very busy in the wars. Because of the wars, he required that money. For he knows that a rule was in the region of England before of 1640. If they want to increase the taxes, they have to take the permission of parliament. Again, because the King Mr. James I was very busy with the wars. Because of the war, he wants to increase the taxes. For this reason, again he called for parliament in 1640. But you can see the summons. He summons the parliament. Summons means again they call for parliament. Now from 1600 to 1660, 20 years they rule the parliament. So that you can say that Long Parliament. When 1640 to 1660, when Parliament again came into power, this time the Parliament made a agreement, otherwise discussions with the Stuart one. That is, from the time onwards, here is James I was replaced with the Charles I. So one more time. First, in 1603, after the death of the last queen of Tudor dynasty, the power was taken by James I, and this James I was a very good intelligent ruler. He believes that the power of a king was given by divine right. It means the power is gifted by the God. So the reason there is no involvement of Parliament and also the Pope in the matters of administration, and he is the one person rule the country, and therefore he believes that he want to control that Parliament. So the reason he doesn't like the Parliament to be involved. And finally, after death of James I, the power transferred to the Charles I, the son of James I, and this Charles I ruled the country. And at the time of Charles I, there are lot of wars was occurred. Because of the wars, then again he called for Parliament. We know that for bringing the Parliament, main intention is to increase the income. If they want to increase the income, they require that. Parliament support. Without Parliament support, they cannot increase that even 1 rupee of tax also. So when they call for Parliament, means call summons the Parliament from 1640 to 1660, that you can say that Long Parliament. And this time when the Parliament again they present it, and Parliament taken that some of the powers from the king, and now the power, maximum power is taken by Parliament. When Parliament was taken a power, and from the time onwards they are trying to remove that supporters of king from the Parliament. Next one is Charles I created some special court, and when the Parliament came into power, they removed all the special courts from the country also. So whenever this one is doing that, again king got angry. Now king fought against of the Parliament. So because of that, there is a civil war was occurred. Civil war means a war between that Parliament party versus king supporters party. This war continued for long years. Again in 1649, after this war, 1640 to 1660, and again this war continued for long years from 1649. After that power into their power, going to that Charles I, and is trying to be control the Parliament, and the war was occurred, the civil war was occurred. In 1649, the England was become a republic. What is meant by a republic? Republic means the head of the country will appointed by the people or elected by the people is called as republic. Even England is a country now which is not a republic, because the England is ruled by a head of the country, that you can say that a queen. There is no president in the region of England now also. The power of a country, the head of a country, is comes under that queen. Now Queen Elizabeth is going to be rule the country, but they have a nominal powers. Similarly here also, England, they become a republic in 1649. They removed that, they executed that Charles I. And now the complete power was taken by Parliament party. They ruled that Parliament without support of the king. But this one is not worked properly in the region of England. When this one is not happened, then again they call for in 1688. They call for William of Orange and also that Mary, the granddaughter of Charles I. So again in 1688, that Parliament invited William of Orange and the daughter of Charles I, Mary. So Mary husband was William of Orange, and they invited to form the government. And now from 1688 onwards, the government was taken by Parliament, and they have that power, but that power is nominal with that William of Orange. So they are following the constitutional monarch. It means here in the region of England, the power is having by the king just for nominal, but they have to make any law or a rule that should be followed with the advice of the Parliament. It is called as constitutional monarch. So in the region of England, the power transferred from the kings to the republic, otherwise called as representatives, otherwise called to the Parliament, without shedding one drop of blood. That's why you can say that bloodless revolution, otherwise English revolution, otherwise it is called as glorious revolution. Afterwards, starting time in the region of England, they given voting right to the people of England, just those who are paying a tax and those who have the rich. For them only they given a voting right. After few days, from 1739 onwards, they given voting right for some of the people. For the male they given. So step by step, one after the other, the voting right pattern is also changed in the region of England. So that is the topic. So one more time I will explain this English revolution. First, England is ruled by Tudor dynasty. They have to follow the Pope and also the Parliament. But the king doesn't like to follow the Pope and also the Parliament. That's why the conflict means Godova. Conflicts was continued for long years. Afterwards, the last ruler of Tudor dynasties, that last ruler of Tudor dynasty, that lady was died. Then you can see the queen of last ruler of Tudor dynasty was died. After the death of the queen of Tudor dynasty, the power is taken by Stuart dynasty. The Stuart dynasty was taken by James I, and James I believes that the power comes under divine right. It means the power is given by the God, and he believes that everything is given by the gods. There is no demand of the Parliament and also the Pope. After the death of James I, the power is taken by Charles I, and this person is also believes like his father, that is James I. And Charles I is also ruled the country without Parliament, but he required money because he was very busy with the wars. Because of that factor, he required the money. For the reason, he asked for the Parliament. So the reason he called for Parliament. With the Parliament, he ruled the country. But that you can say that long Parliament. When Parliament was came and they tried to suppress the people, those who were supporting to the king. Again, king is waiting for a chance. Then he started the revolution against of the Parliament. Unfortunately, within a few, in 1649, the Parliament executed that Charles I. Then the power was taken by the Parliament. But this system is not working properly. So the reason again in 1688, they call that William of Orange and also that Mary, the granddaughter of Charles I, to rule the country. And now the government comes under the constitutional monarchy. Everything should be comes under the control of constitution. They have to rule the country with support of the Parliament. Now the power of the country is having by the Parliament, not by the rulers. So this is a system from the rulers to power was taken by the Parliament, because Parliament is also called as representatives. Here this system is happened. That is called as bloodless revolution, otherwise called as English or glorious revolution. This one is happened without shedding one drop of blood. Now come to that American Revolution. American Revolution, it happened in the region of 1492 after discovering by the Columbus. And also in 18th century there are try to understand that what is an American Revolution. In 1492 America discovered by Columbus. After the discovery of the Columbus, each and every European country, those who want that free from the England and those who are free from other European countries, they all are migrated from Europe to America. And these all the people, those who are staying in the region of England, these all the people, they gone to the America and they cleared the forest and they settle their life in the region of American countries. So step by step they are developing one after other. When the areas is going to be developed in the region of America, suddenly England entered. They started to rule the country of America. So one more time, in 1492, after the Columbus was discovered by the America, one after other, every European, those who wants to free from the England and other European countries, they migrated to the American continent and they settled there, and they are trying to develop the areas by constructing the workshop, means industries, and they clearing the forest. They are trying for the development. Here, what is the greatness here? You can find this. After coming of this all the people, England is trying to make the rules for controlling the people of America. Come to that here is till 1750 there is no landlords in the region of America, because all people has come to that American continent, and there is a different type of Christian people. You can see the different type of sections of the people. There is no equality between one person to other persons, and everyone is different. And even in Christianity also they have some different type of sections. And here there is no equality of praying and differences of the praying, and even they have the praying in the differences also. But here is there is no landlords. Everyone they have the equality of land. So there is no rich and poor. Because of that there is no difference between the rich and poor. For the reason all people are living together, even though there are differences in the religious pattern also. And also even the different sections, they have the different sections of the people. They have the different churches also. Then come to that, there are 13 colonies which is started by the England for ruling. There are some persons, one is called as Tom Paine, and other one you can say that Thomas Jefferson. What is the first person name is called as Tom Paine, and Thomas Jefferson is always trying to create political awareness to the people of America. And 1774 century, in 1774, they made the rule is called as no taxation without representation. See carefully. Imagine this is called as American continents, suddenly discovered by Columbus. Then all the Europeans, they came to this continent, they developed this area, they starting for living. After living that, England has come, they started for ruling. And that England is always making and giving some priority to the England traders, and they are not giving priority to the people of America, those who are staying in this continent. That is doesn't like by the people, because England governments, they are increasing the taxes without the asking to the people of America. So the reason in 1774, the people of America, they came with the slogan is called as no taxation without representation. So, if you are, in the sense, the Americans are asking to the England people, if you are not giving the voting right into the parliament, we doesn't pay any taxes. That is a system. So, if you are not giving that voting right to the people of America, so we will not pay the tax. That you can say that no taxation without representation. So, finally, after a lot of discussions, in 1774, Philadelphia is a place. The place name is called as Philadelphia, the place that you can found in the region of America, where the first meeting was occurred. From 12 colonies, out of 13 colonies, 12 colonies, they met in the Philadelphia. They are requesting to the king. At the time of 1774, the king of England was George III. The king of England was George III. They requested that England Queen George III and they requested that please provide the voting right, and also they want that their rights before of the 1750s. So before of 1750, what are the rights are having by the people of America? The same rights is asking by the people of America to the England, that the king name is called as George III. Because all the 13 states head, the meeting in Philadelphia, they're asking to the ruler George III, they want that the rights which they lost after 1750, and they want that which are the rights they have before of 1750, before of starting ruling by the England. But the King George III doesn't like this, and he was feeling that they are doing the suppress, and they sent an army to suppress those members. Finally, second time, this all the 13 states, they made the second Congress meeting, and this time they appointed one person to be head of all the army of America. This called is George Washington. They decided to be George Washington was the chief of army. All the army forces that is comes under the control of George Washington. We know that Washington DC was the capital of USA now. That name is came. George Washington is a one of the army chief, and he was appointed all the 13 colonies army should be comes under his control. And now after the second meeting, which is happened in the region of Philadelphia, and there the King George III was not accepted. So the reason these members started the army fight against of the England. So this time after the discussion, they fought, and the army was led by the George Washington. And this time the French supported that America in the war. Because of the French support, America, they defeated that England force. Finally, they made an agreement, the Paris deal. They can say that Treaty of Paris. With this Paris Treaty in 1783, then they accepted that independence of the 13 colonies, that is accepted by Mr. who accepted George III, because he is the ruler of England. Clear? Finally, how this one is made. This declaration, Thomas Jefferson, he made that proper constitution to the people of America, and for ruling the country, a given priority for rule, equal rule for all the people. There is no difference between the rich and the poor. The given priority for all sections of the people, and finally the given priority for right to life, liberty, and also called as right to and also called as happiness. Finally, 1789, America became an independent. Remember carefully, 1783, then England accepted that independence of America. Finally, in 1789, the America became an independent. Okay, see that one more time what the lesson I covered today. First, try to understand that what is the topic. long years before, no country is following the democracy. Finally, every country is replaced with the either kingship or aristocracy. Instead of kingship, aristocracy or monarchy, they given priority for democracy. What is democracy? Democracy is always giving priority for equality, freedom, and also fraternity, brotherhood feeling. So here in the region of democracy, only either 5 years or 4 years that is ruled by the representatives, and these members also will rule the country with the interest of the public. Without interest of the public, they cannot rule the country. Based upon this democracy, we have that 3 revolutions was given. That one is American Revolution, one is called as English Revolution. First, in 17th century, the England is ruled by Tudor dynasty, and these are the Tudor dynasty should be follow the instructions and involvement of the Pope and also Parliament in the administration. So the reason they doesn't like the involvement of Pope and also the Parliament in the administration. After the death of the last Tudor dynasty's queen, the power was taken by James I, is the Stuart dynasty, and this person believes that the kingship is given to the divine right. It means the power of a country is given by the God. Later, after this person, the power was taken by his son, Mr. Charles I. Charles I is also ruled the country without parliament, and again because he wants that money. If he want the money, he wants that parliament. Without the parliament, they cannot increase the taxes. For this reason, again he summons the parliament. After summons the parliament, with the support of parliament, they have to increase the taxes. Finally, when the parliament came, this time the parliament having more support by the people, and the parliament is trying to suppress the leaders of ruler support, king supporters, and he also cancelled the special court which is given by the king. When it was doing that, king got angry, and with support of his people, he started that movement against of the parliament. But parliament, the civil war between the parliament party and also the king's party, finally parliament party removed that king's party, and they made that England is a republican country. But they rule the country without king, but this is not going to be work properly. So the reason in 1688, they called that William of Orange and also the Mary, the granddaughter of Charles I, to rule the country. But now the power was transferred to the from kingship to parliament party, but now the power was not under the control of kings, and now the power comes under the control of parliament. Parliament is also called as representatives. So these are the people elected members. So in the region of England, the power transfer from kings to parliament without shedding even one drop of blood. So the reason it is called as bloodless revolution or glorious revolution, otherwise called as English Revolution. And in the region of England, everything is fine, and step by step, one after other, they given voting right by one after other. So starting time, the voting right is given to that only rich people, those who are paying a tax. Later, the power was transferred to that, means voting right was transferred to that each and every section. From 1915 onwards, they given right to vote even for women also. Now see that American Revolution. American Revolution is different. In the region of America, after 1492, when the Columbus discovered the sea route to America, one after other, a lot of people, those who are not happy with the people of England, those who want the freedom from the England and other European countries also, they migrated to the American continent and they settled to the America. Here they formed that in 13 places, they formed 13 different areas. Here, these are the people, those who come from the Europe. They cleared the forest, they constructed factories, cinema halls, in churches and everything. Here, these are the people, they developed areas very well, because the American landscape is suitable for living properly. After when they develop, again England has come and they decided to make that rules, and they started for ruling the country, because they are saying that this is a part of England. Because here in the region of America, there is no landlords, there is no rich and a poor, because all the people, they come from European continents and they develop. There is no big landlords and there is no small. Everyone they develop, and there is no rich and a poor. So there is no difference between the rich and also the poor. Even though different type of Christian sections can found in the region of America, they have the different churches. Even that they have the differences in the religious matters, but they all are having that unity between one person to other person. But here is England, they started for rolling and they're making the rules, but without giving any representation. In the region of 1774, people of America, they are saying a slogan, you can say that, no taxation without representations. With this system, they came with that policy. They are demanding that we want voting right. Once if you give the voting right, we will pay the tax. Otherwise, we will not pay the taxes. With the slogan, they came out. They're demanding for voting right. Finally, after a lot of discussions, the all-to-all college, they met in the Philadelphia. First meeting over, second meeting over. After second meeting, they appointed George Washington. Washington was decided that is chief of army, and this under the supervision of Washington, they decided to go on war with the England. Finally, with support of French, America defeated England, and 1783 that England accepted that recognition of American continents in all the 13 colonies. Finally, in 1789, after by making the constitution, that America became an independent. Clear? Then this is your lesson. The balance I will make you one more video. Thank you very much.